in the last class, as because we were studying this about reaching at the age of adolescence. So major thing that everyone is worried for is the height. Okay, is the fact that how much height you gain at the end is very important genetically also, and because nowadays people are very much uh, conscious about the way they look, the way they are presentable. So height is one of the most important thing. So that is what we have studied, and we have studied that how this factor is very much influenced by the hormone. Okay, whatever hormone is being produced in our body, and because of that hormone only, our height is being controlled. And there are many other factors also, like the way your family history is working, the way your genetic map is there, how your family is having the genes and all that. There are so many other things, and another thing is about nutrition also. Suppose if you are not well nourished in your body, then there may be the possibility that you don't gain that the whatever respective thing your family is having, like health and all that. So that is also very important. So let's see that other things are all also there. There are major changes when you go at the phase of adolescence and after puberty. At that time what happens is one major important thing happens is called voice change. Okay, so let's see what is the difference and why it is so important. That will also see to it. Okay, so first of all, just understand that when you are a kid, okay, when you are just like 6 year olds or 7 year old, something around that. Okay, so that means I think you are in class one or class two when you were there. So no matter it's a boy or a girl, everybody has the cutest voice at that time. And you cannot sometimes identify that somebody who is speaking is a boy or a girl, because there is no major difference when you are a kid. Okay, so but this thing, you will have the definite distinguishing at the time when you reach at the age of puberty. At that time, this one is a very important thing. Change comes in the body of every human being. That means basically what happens that with the voice change, that when we talk about especially males, so you must have seen that if you see the boys, I think because you are in class 8 right now, and soon you will be going to the class 9, and at this time basically all of you are crossing the age of puberty, right? So you can see that uh, the boys in your class, basically the boys who are studying with you, they have in the neck region, they have some protruding structure like this. When they will lift their head up, you can see something coming out of their neck like this. Okay, and that is called Adam's apple in English. It's not a biological term, it's just the thing that is Adam's apple, that is given the English name is there. And biologically, it is nothing but your larynx, that is voice box. So what happens that when you are crossing the age of puberty, the hormones are being released, and at that time it will have certain size, and it will attain a maturity. Basically, in males, it is very clearly seen. Okay, and in at that time, the voice of the males becomes very hoarse. Horse means it's rough. It's very, uh, I will say, way they speak that if you can hear it, "Ah, wah, wah, wah," this is how the voice will come. That is called horse voice. Okay, I think you must be laughing that how ma'am is making some noises. But this is how the voice of the boys will change at the age of puberty. And if you tell them, I am just sorry, boys, don't feel bad. I'm not making fun of you. I'm just saying that at that time, if you tell the boys to sing a song, it is, I think, the worst song on the earth happens. Okay, so because they are going with the change in the voice phase, so that is why they are not very much surila and all that. They become uh, very rough type of voice come out of their mouth. So this is how the voice change can be seen. And if we talk about females, so for fine, boys, don't feel offended about this. It will not be there for your lifetime. Only at the phase of puberty you will be facing this, and then everything will be normal. You will be talking just like your father, because if you ask your dad, he must have crossed the same phase, so he must have gone through this voice change phase also. But now if you can hear him, he has a good voice pitch, right? So you will be very normal, and very soon it will happen. And what happens to the girls basically, that you cannot see something like this in girls very clearly. It is not very clearly visible. Yeah, definitely you can see the structure, but it is not like the way the males have. Okay, so because girls are also having larynx in them, they have also voice box. But in girls, they don't. It doesn't attain a particular size that it will can be seen outside, or it can be visualized physically from outside. It is not possible. So basically this happens with the girls. And what happens that their voice become very thin, uh, as compared to the boys. If you compare the boys and girls, then their voice becomes hoarse, means rough and hard and all. Everything will be there in voice, while the voice of the girls become very thin, or I will say shrill. You can, if I will say, you can see, if when you will be in the school, I think you must have experienced that in class 8, 9, and 10th, if girls are shouting, it's like, oh my god, what they are doing. It will be so high pitch frequency will be there that they can even break down the glasses of the school also. Okay, glass windows can break down. That much shrill voice can come out of females' larynx. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, fine. So the difference basically about this is this that shrill and hoarse. And if you say regarding pitch, that means the pitch of the males, basically boys, it's a lower pitch voice. Okay, while the girls will have the higher pitch. Okay, and just like the way horror movies have the noise when somebody is shouting or something, you can hear the that type of some when the ghost is shouting or something, you can hear that type of pitch is attained by girls. So high pitch will be there, and definitely as pitch is lower, there here frequency of that voice is also lower, and here the frequency is little bit higher over here, because you will study in class 9 about waves and all that. At that time you will see that if you see the graph of the females, then if they will shout the voice, this is how the graph will be can be obtained. And if we say for boys, the graph will be something like this. So it is bit lower and all that, but if for girls it will be shooting up like this. So this is what the basic difference you will be seeing. but after the puberty you will be normalizing to the all these things, and the thing you will be normal, and the voice and everything will be very much subtle, and all that will be obtained. Okay, now see that there may be the possibility that this type of thing uh, there may be the possibility that there are some boys who don't have very rough type of voice and all that. They have a soft voice, they have a very uh, silent type of thing, they have very soft when they say. So it is not like that that means nothing is happening, voice change is not going on in during in their body is this is not the case. It is also happening in them also, but the thing is sometimes there is a biological changes, and that is why okay, somebody's mic is open. Okay, fine. Okay, so this is how the basic difference is there, but there may be some exceptions also. Okay, so don't feel that only this is the standard rule, and this will only the thing will happen to each and everybody. There may be the some changes also. Okay, there may be the possibility that in sometimes the voice of female is heavy, and the voice of male is a little bit softer. There may be the possibility like that also. Okay, but this is the thing which is happening to the major population, that is why we are studying this. So this is the next after height, the basic remarkable change that comes in the puberty. And after that let's talk about the activity of your sweat and sebaceous gland. Okay, now, sweat gland means the way you are perspiring, where you are sweating, because you will come across the thing that you will see the difference that as a kid and now at the when you are reaching at the age of puberty, the way you sweat is different, and you must have seen that that if the kids are sweating, when you are 6 year old 7 year old, when they are sweating it will not have a smelly sweat. They will not ever be a bit their odor will not be bad. Okay, but when you reach at the age of puberty and all that, you will be sweating very heavily, and that you will have a particular odor. Sometimes it's too bad, it's too not able to even sustain. So that's why this activity of sweat gland is increased. And sebaceous glands are nothing but the glands which are producing oil from your skin. Okay, sebaceous glands are the one which produces oil in the skin. I think you must have experienced that as you are growing up, the face is little bit changing for some people it is changing, for some people it is still same just like kids, but soon you can see the difference regarding pimples and your acne blackheads. I think you are aware of these words because nowadays the television is full of so many cosmetics and all that. So you may have seen that they show you the video in which they will show you that this is your skin, and from your skin they will show you this type of pore, and in that you can see that uh, they will just show you that you have oil and dirt at this place, and that will make your face with the pimples and all that. So when you wash with this particular cosmetic, this will be removed and your skin will be normal and healthy, and all these things they will advertise. Am I right?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is how the cosmetics will just fascinate you. But the thing is, the activity of these glands depends on your diet first of all. Okay, if you are eating junk foods, if you are eating a very oily food, or and you are not exercising, see, at your age, eating oily things, eating ghee, eating butter, eating cheese will not make you unhealthy. You can have all of them, but the thing is, in proportion of your diet, you should exercise or you should play at the same rate. Then only the activity of these glands can be controlled. Otherwise, you will suffer with all these things. Okay, so definitely, because at the age of puberty, most of the girls and boys are very much worried about how they look. Why I am looking like this, why my face is having this type of pimple, suddenly why this is coming up. So many questions will be there in your mind. So the reason is nothing but it's all your hormones who which are just effect influencing the activity of your body. And these glands are the another one which are very much influenced by the hormonal activity at the time of puberty. So that is why you suffer all these things because of this hormonal change. And in some people, it is very clearly seen, and in some person or some people, there may be the possibility that they don't have the pimples and all that. So it's all about their genes and all that, and how they are consuming the diet and the thing, how they are exercising, how they are metabolizing the things. So eating ghee, eating cheese, eating butter, or eating good oil will not be harmful at your age. You should have them at least right now, because once you are crossing the age of 30, eating all of these things will be restricted little bit. So right now you should have them thoroughly, but with that you should exercise also. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
good. So why boys are so silent? Nobody is giving me answer today.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So you are feeling bad because I took up something regarding boys first of all. Is it so?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, fine. So that is these are the things you have to study, and just understand this, beta, because now you are all growing up. So I can at least I can feel that whatever I am teaching you, you should not make fun of anybody around you regarding this. If somebody is your classmate, or especially if you are a boy, don't make the fun of the girls regarding these things. And if you are girls, don't make the fun of the boys also. Okay, so this is what you should understand, because uh, you are learning these types of chapter because you are attaining the age of maturity right now. Okay, so maturity physically you are growing definitely, but the mental maturity should also be there, that what is the thing, whatever you are studying is just the way you are reading other systems, your digestive and respiratory and all that. Similarly, this is also one type of system of your body, so that is what you are studying. Okay, so this is the activity of this. Now another important regarding this is that many of the people are having the change of the intellectual and mental and emotional changes comes up. Okay, you may be experiencing it, or you might experience it sooner. After a year you may experience this. Okay, but if you have elder brother and sister, you must have seen them. Okay, so intellectual, mental and emotional changes, how this is coming up, I will just give you some of the things you will understand that. sometimes after at the age of puberty, the kids, the particular individual become very silent sometimes, or become very aggressive. Two things happen. Okay, some kids become very aggressive at that time, very hyperactive, like don't know what they are doing. Their energy is like far apart, and they will do anything at any cost. So they will become aggressive, will become so much energetic, and they will just think that whatever they are doing is completely okay and completely fine. So that type of level will be, you will be crossing. Or there may be the possibility that suddenly that individual become very silent, very soft, or the way were kid, uh, uh, they used to do the things. Now the things have been changed, they will not be involved in so many activities and all that. So this is how the changes can be seen. These two types of changes will occur. Anything can happen to you also. Either you become aggressive, either you become very much silent and all that. Then maybe it's all depends on your hormones, that how they are working. Okay, so emotional, mental, and intellectual change will come. And I will let you know that at this time, at the age of puberty, your brain is developing very fast. So I will make sure that, and you should be utilize this phase in a very positive manner. That means at this time, because your brain is like hyperactive this time, it is working tremendously very fast. So at this time, if you develop the tendency of your brain to think positive, to be happy, to be like enjoying the things, and regarding your, if I talk about your academics, if right now you develop the tendency of your brain to read and learn the things as fast as possible, this phase will help you a lot. Because after this phase, your brain will be habituated to certain type of things. Okay, so it's in your hand that right now how you are training your brain. Okay, if you think positive, if you be happy, and if you be like enjoying the things, that doesn't mean that you have to do something, or you have to party out and all that. No, whatever in situation you are there, you should be like happily cross that and all that, with a positive attitude, that yes, whatever is going on, I am going to come through this in a very good manner. Okay, so that type of attitude should be there in your brain right now thinking. And the thing is, whatever you are studying, it will be accumulated in your brain and all that. So at this phase, if you are habituating your brain like studying the things, understanding them very well, so it will help you a lot when you grow up. Because if you will be very much best in your academics right now. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so intellectual, mental, and emotional, this all these things come up. Some you may have seen that some people be emotional changes, like uh, especially in girls, at this age phase, they will cry at every next thing. They will, means they will be crying, suddenly the tears will come up in their eyes and all that. But try to control all these things, because you should make that thing your power, your positive thing, not your weakness. Okay, so this is how the things will be changing for you for this level: intellectual, mental, and emotional. Okay, so this is how the thing will work. Now whatever I am teaching you, just understand this very clearly and very easy, and in a very slow pace, that major thing at puberty is the development of sex organs. Okay, you don't have to feel shy, because whatever we are studying is just like the another systems of your body. Okay, so whatever is there, I will be teaching you very clearly. And if you have the doubts, do ask me. Okay, fine. So don't feel like that we can't talk about these doubts right now. Nothing like that is there. Okay, but you know, because you are mature enough, you know that what to ask and how to ask, that should be aware. You should be aware of, because you are in a society. Okay, so development of sex organ is very important change that comes up at the puberty, because this is the thing will be happening internally in your body. Nobody is watching it out. Okay, it is happening in your body and you can feel that difference. Okay, so for males and for females, the basic difference for the sex organ, I think you have studied the reproductive system of both male and female in class 7. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
You are aware of basic things, that males are what type of reproductive system they are having and what type of reproductive system females are having. So that is what you have studied. So see that the major difference will come up at this phase. You have for males, you know that the major organs are penis and testis and all that are there. Okay, so the that is the, just hold on, huh? Just give me 2 minutes. Yeah, okay. So this the size of these organs will be changing right now. It is increasing a bit. Okay, for both male and females, both it will be same. The size change in the size, the appearance will be changing. Like in females, the changes will come in breast part and other sexual organs, while in males the breast will not show any, the chest part will not be changing. But the thing is, the mammary gland which is present, it is inactive in males while it is active for females, because in future female, only the female has the privilege to be a mother in future. Okay, so this positive and the gift of the nature is given to the females only. So they become at this puberty, the phase, the breast will be developing for the future prospect. And this will give the changes in your body. That means the shape of your body will be changing a bit. Okay, and the chest of the males will become wide, and they will be like the mammary glands will be if you as a kid you can see that difference is there, that if you feel that the little bit color change will be there, they will become little bit darker and all that will be happen in males. And there will be the uh, uh, growth of uh, hairs for both males and females. This will be happening, and wherever your sexual organs are present, so there will be seen that the growth of hairs will be there. For boys it is like on the chest and other sexual parts, and for female it is the sexual region. They will be having the development of hairs and all that. This is how the difference will be seen. And because these types of changes are required for the reproductive maturity. If these changes will not be there, then you will not be mature enough for the reproduction. So this is very important change that comes at the phase of puberty in our body. And everybody on the, if as a normal human being, everybody goes through these changes, and there is nothing very much uh, uh, different in anybody of them. So it's a common thing that is occurring in the body of males and females, because then only you will be adult. Otherwise, how you will be differentiated as an adult and a kid? Because of this difference only, you will be classified as adult one. Understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So this is how it is developing, and along with this, you have some secondary sexual characters developing. And what do you mean by secondary sexual characters? That which you can see from in your body. That means, suppose if I talk about male, the development of beard or mustache will be there. A very little hairs will come up suddenly on the face, or uh, basically, and you can see that your hands will be also showing some growth of hairs and all that. In males, they will become, hairs will become dark and all that a bit. And development of muscles will also be different for boys and girls. And in girls, these things will not be there, definitely. Beard and mustache and will not be there. But the thing is, uh, the facial feature will be little bit softer, for because beard and mustache will give you the look of man, while for females it's a feminine look. So the face will become a softer little bit, and little bit narrower or something like that, because all the baby fat you have on your cheeks will be denaturized soon. Okay, so this is how it is happening. And another thing regarding is their secondary sexual characters, that the shoulders for males will become wide, because the way their chest is developing, the shoulders will become wide, while for females they will become narrow. They will have a narrower shoulder as compared to boys. The broadness will be differentiating very soon at the age of puberty, because to maintain the shape of your body, that is necessary. Okay, so this is how it is happening. Narrow shoulders, you can see. Development of beard and mustache in boys, you can see. Then height is the thing, is whatever you are visualizing. Voice change is there. And another secondary sexual characters that you are seeing will be coming up at the age of puberty. Anything to be asked till here?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So see to this, that at the because this is the phase very important, which makes you a particular very much clear that you are a human being, and this is how you will be developing soon as an adult. Okay, so this phase is very important for all, and all these things will make very clear that you must have seen that if you see the kids, okay, uh, you can if their hairs are like, their hairs are small, and you can make them wear anything. If boy is wearing a frock, and a girl is wearing a pant shirt, you cannot differentiate they are boy or a girl, or that baby is a boy or a girl. That is very difficult to differentiate. But due to these characteristics, now it is very clear that it will differentiate that who is a boy, who is a girl. So that characteristic differences can be seen through these changes, and this phase will lead to these changes in everybody bodies. Okay, so this is how it is working. So let's see that because of puberty, how your reproductive organs are working. Basically, in females, there are so many changes going on in their body. So we will concentrate over here in females, and definitely in males it is also there. But what is happening inside in the sex organs and all these sexual characters, why they are developing and all that. So for males, the major hormone is testosterone. Okay, while in females is estrogen or progesterone. So these hormones are playing a very important role. Okay, so at the age of puberty, testosterone will be stimulating testes to produce sperms. Okay, so this is the major thing which is coming up at the age of puberty. Till puberty, that means as a kid, the sperms are not produced. Okay, but after the age of puberty, they will be production will start in your body, and they will be developed in your body because you are attaining that maturity. So this is very important. And see to this that these sperms are responsible for so many because only this hormone is responsible for the production of sperms. Okay, so because of the production of sperms, this hormone is released and these many things will be seen. And now see for the females, this estrogen is stimulating ovaries, and it will be stimulating them to produce ova. Okay, egg. You can say ova or you can say egg. Anything can be uh, used. Any word of any of one of the word can be utilized. Now, see this. Because of this hormone, there are so many changes in the body of the female. So first change that comes in the body of female, that means internally it is happening. Okay, so they will start having the menstruation. Menstruation means they will have this phase in their body when they will have a period of 1 month. Okay, I'm just explaining you in a very short and precise manner. That means you should understand this cycle very clear. Okay, for 1 month, this whole body is working so fast in females. See that we have as a female, you have two ovaries. Okay, there are two ovaries in the body of female. The way you have two testes as a male, similarly females have two ovaries. Now see this, that these ovaries are present. I am just drawing a rough diagram so that you can understand it clearly. Okay, this is how the reproductive system of female is visualized. Okay, and this is how it is being designed. And then you have ovaries over here like this. These are called ovaries. Ovary. So these are called the ovaries. These ovary will start producing ova. Now what do you mean by menstruation and how it is happening inside the body? See this. uh, as a female, as it is having two ovary, only one ovary will work for 1 month. Okay, so that means if this ovary is working in this month, in the next month it will be resting and this ovary will be working. Okay, then next month this will be resting and this will start working, because in female the changes are so heavy that both of them cannot work simultaneously. Okay, so what happens that if suppose if I take this one, it will have many of the ovas inside it. Okay, this ova is released here and it is entering in your reproductive system. This is how it will enter over here. Okay, so it will be moving at this place, and it will keep on moving, and this movement takes almost 20 days for the movement. So can you imagine the speed? It's very slow, very at a very precise manner. It is moving slowly, and 20 days is a rough estimation. There may be the possibility 15, 20 days. Anything can be possible. Okay, so this is how much time it requires to move, and if this is the reproductive system, I think you are aware that this region is called uterus. Okay, so uterus of a female is the matured and developed at the age of puberty, so that because at this place only in future the baby will be established. Okay, in future if the pregnancy will be attained, when you will be mature enough, when you will be adult, and you okay, so this place, this is the place when where the baby will be residing. So this ova will come now at the now what happens normally what happens, this ova will be reaching over here, and it will be settling in this place, in the uterus, at this region. Okay, this region is called uterus. So at this place this ova will be settled. This ova will be settled, and after settling, okay, the muscles of the uterus will be protecting this ova, so they will develop layer by layer. So many muscles will be developed at this place to protect this ova. Okay, so it will be residing here for some days, like this. This is how the muscles, so many layers of the muscles will be developed, and as muscles are there, you have blood vessels. Okay, because these are the muscles, and plus many of the blood vessels are there. Okay, so this ova will be resting here for almost 10 to 12 days. It will stay here. Till then these muscles will be protecting it and all that. Then there is many of the other hormones are also there in females that you don't have to study right now. But the thing is, then what happens that these muscles will degenerate, they will break down. Okay, and when they will break down, these blood vessels will also break down, they will also get deteriorated, denatured, or broken. So what happens that when this will be broken down, this region will become start emptying itself. So these muscles will be breaking down, and due to the because it is having blood vessels also, what will happen, it will release blood. Okay, so it will start releasing blood, because this ova is also denatured, the muscles are also denatured, and blood vessels are getting broken. So due to that, the blood will come out of vagina. Understood this? And this blood will be continuously coming out for almost 3 to 4 days, sorry, 3 to 7 days. Okay? 3 to 7 days is a normal thing. This is happening to each and every female on the earth. Every month, this process is same. Understood this?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. So, see, for this month, if this ovary has done the release of ova, so for the next month, it will be staying and it will be relaxing. And next month, this will be releasing ova. And similarly, it will be protected, and then muscles and blood vessels will be there. Then they will be broken down, and the blood will be released for 3 to 7 days continuously, so that this area can be clear for the next ova coming up. Is it understood, boys?
Ma'am,
Yes, dear.
ma'am, in the ovary you have drawn a number of eggs and you have only shown that is one egg is released. So, ma'am, only one egg is released or a number of egg is released?
No, at a time only one is released.
Okay.
Okay, at a time only one egg is released in 1 month. Next time, when this ovary will be releasing, only one will be released. This is how only one egg will be released till this cycle works out, and this cycle is called menstruation. This cycle is called menstruation, or in English it is called periods. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Yes, ma'am.
Boys, are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Okay. So this is called menstruation period. Now understand this. Okay. This period starts in female at the age of when they reach at the age of puberty. Basically, it starts at 13. If the puberty is the age you are having at 13, it will continue till the age of around 50 to 60 years, till the females are reaching at the age of 50 60 years. Till then this process will be continuously happening, and it will be uh, every month the same picture will be seen. Understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And when it stops, when when the female reaches at this age and this the cycle stops, then what happens? It is called menopause. Understood? Because menstruation is pausing now, it's a stop, it's being stopped. So that's phase is called menopause. Understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
this is at so from the when the puberty started till from that age to the age of the year till the menopause is obtained. Till then, every month this ova is released. So female can reproduce they can have the capability of reproduction. That means they can have a baby till they are having menopause. After menopause, this process will stop. So having a baby is not possible. So, but till you are not having that menopause phase, you can have a baby, you can have kids, and you can imagine your reproductive cycle. That is what a simple cycle occurs in the body of females. Now understand this very clearly, because whatever I am teaching you, I'm just thinking that you are all enough mentally mature that I can say all these things and clearly to you. Okay, you can understand. The thing is, see this. This is the same process. It's a general process. The way you have the respiration, the way you have excretion. Excretion you are doing every day. Am I right? You are removing your excretory waste every day. You are performing respiration every movement. Your heart is beating, your circulations are done. That means blood is flowing in your body, your bones are developing. Every process is there. Similarly, this process is also occurring in female, and it is nothing to be, it is not a taboo, or you don't have to feel something odd when you are learning all these things. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Yes, ma'am.
It is just your body, and this is what is happening. And because and this is happening with your mothers, this is happening with your sisters, those who are adult. Everybody is crossing with this age, and that is why the females are called the privileged humans of the society, because they can produce a baby nobody else can. Okay, so that is why they should be respected and they should be taken care of, because see, for development of a single baby, how much pain they are facing every month. Okay, so that is why they should be respected and proper care should be taken care of every female. No matter it's your mother, it's your grandmother, it's your sister, anybody else in the world. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Yes, ma'am.
Boys, is it clear? Anything to be asked in this?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Good. Okay.
No,
So
ma'am.
this is what is the major thing comes after puberty. All these things will be definitely happening. Okay. All these things, whatever you have studied, voice change, height, and everything will be there. But this is the thing will be happening in males and females and especially this one in females at the age of puberty. This is the major thing which defines you as a woman, and this will differentiate you from the whole rest of the society. Okay, so just understand that ovary releases only one ova at a time, but the another case is that testis release millions of sperms at one time. Okay, when sperms are released, they are millions in numbers. Okay, so that is what the difference is basically. So whenever the sperm, see, sperms are not having some cycle or something like that. That means if in 1 month they are released once, it is not like that. After 2 days they will not be, you male will not be able to release the sperms. Okay, it is completely out of time bound. It is not time bounded thing. Sperms can be released whenever the male wishes to release it. Okay, and whenever they are released, they are millions in numbers, but for females it is restricted for a month, and at one time one ovary, one ova will be released. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so these are the phases the which are coming up at the age of puberty, and rest then sooner you will be adult at the age of 18, and then all these things will be definitely, all these things will be settling down. Rest of the things, characters and all that, it will be settled down, and then your body will be having a very balanced type of activities after you reach at the age of adultness. Okay, but in puberty, because you are undergoing so many changes, you may feel that there are sudden very fast your body is changing, but after at the age of 18 it will be settling down at a very slower pace. So this is what the thing is. Now see this, because of this type of uh, I will say that constituents and functioning, and this type of design. How, let's see this, that I will because we have a time, right? Let me take up this one also. You will enjoy this part, and it's a very informative one. Now see this, I am giving out over here. Let me write down with the two different colors. You will be understanding them soon. Okay. So male and female. Now I think you are very much used to with these signs, because I am using it very continuously. Okay. So male and females are there. So let's see that when sperms are released. Okay, now what I am saying that when you are reproductively adult, and when the male and female are like in a, as in our society, when they are married and when they are planning to increase their family. Okay, so what the thing they when they are planning a kid or something like that is happening in their life. So what happens basically, the picture, the, let me show it to you. Okay, so males are responsible to release sperms, while females will be responsible to release ova. Now see this, very easy and very simple language I am teaching you, that we have DNA. You must be aware of that. All of us have DNA, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the DNA of humans is composed of chromosomes. Okay, so chromosomes, let me write chromosomes with another one, because this is something else. So chromosomes are is nothing but the DNA. Okay, now this DNA for males and female, let me say this, you will understand that we have so many chromosomes in our nucleus. Okay, but what makes you male and what makes you female is very important, because that is decided by our DNA. DNA decides that the you will be a male or you will be a female when you are inside your mother's body. Okay, that is completely decided by DNA, and how it is planned and how it is programmed. Let's see that for males, if you have chromosomes of two types like X and Y, if this type of DNA is present inside you, inside your body, then you are a male. So all the boys, whosoever is studying over here, and all the boys in this world are having this type of DNA, and this is common because this is the only thing which makes you male. Okay. Now for females, it is X and X type. Understood? Then only you will be a female. So all the girls in this world are having this type of DNA, while all the boys in the world are having this type of DNA. Now what happens that, see and understand this very clearly, X and Y together makes you male. X and X together makes you a female. They should be together in pairs. If they are in pairs, that will make you female. If they are in X and Y are in pairs, then it will make you male. Now see this, that when sperms are formed, so as I have informed you, there millions of sperms are formed. Okay. Now let me take one number, random number I am saying. Okay. Suppose 30 million sperms are produced. So out of 30, 1 million sperms will be having X, and 1 million sperms will be having Y. Understood this? Means 50-50% division will be occurring for the sperms division. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, whatever I'm saying, just try to understand this. Or in millions, if you don't study, let me take up that number, that if 100 sperms are produced, okay, 50 will be X and 50 will be Y. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. If this is clear, then it's very good. Now see that, as we know, because sperms are produced in huge numbers, so 50% will be having this type of DNA and 50% will be having this type of DNA. Now see this, that as ova is having both the DNA are of same type, that means all the ova which are being produced is having only X type. I am just writing the types. I am not writing the numbers. Just make sure, and you should be aware of what I am writing. Okay. So type of ova produced by females are of all the ovas will be produced will be of same type, because they don't have the choice. They have only the X type of DNA. But in males, they sperms have the choice. Either one, they can have the X type of DNA, or there may be the possibility of Y type of one. You can use the word chromosome also. Okay. So sperm will be having X type of chromosome. Sperm may have Y type of chromosome. They have choices. But females, the choice is not there. Understood this? Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Boys, you are getting me or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Okay. Now see this. Then whenever the two individuals, male and female, are let me write down this, that whenever they are physically and sexually connected to each other, okay, so ova is there, sperms are there. Okay, so in what happens in the reproductive system, if ova is already there and sperm is being released by male, okay, then what will happen, this ova of X1 is having the possibility that it may come in contact with X type of sperm, it may come in contact with Y type of sperm. Understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything can be possible because there are the choices. So any type of sperm can come in contact with this ova. Now what happens that, see, it's a miracle of the nature, it's a wonder of the nature, that only out of all these million sperms, huge number of sperm is being there, and only single ova is there, but still only one sperm will be come in successfully contacting to the ova. Rest of the other sperms will be degenerated. Okay, so I am writing two possibilities over here, that two possibilities. First one, if I write that if X is coming in contact with X type of sperm, and if ova is coming in contact with Y type of sperm, okay, all of them will be trying, all the sperms will be trying to contact the ova, but only one is successfully reaching there, and only one is allowed by ova. Ova will not allow anybody else or any other number to come in contact. Ova will select only one sperm to contact with it. Is it clear to you? Now what will happen when these type of contact will occur? X and X type will be there. So in future, if this is being produced, that means this DNA will be released in this, and the baby, the future baby, that means the zygote is formed now. After the fusion, the zygote is formed, and zygote is having X from father and X from mother. Is it clear to you? Okay. And here what will be the situation is that whatever zygote will be formed, it will be having X from mother and Y from father. Understood this? Whatever zygote is will be formed. This is happening in mother's body. Okay, inside mother's body, this is happening. This type of situation. All these things are occurring in mother's body. So because sperm are released in female's body, okay, so what is happening inside in female body, that is what I'm showing you. So if these types of sperm and ova are coming in contact, then the zygote will be having X and X type. If this will be the picture, X and Y type. Okay, now if this is the situation, then the baby in future will be definitely a girl. Understood? And if this is the situation, then the baby is definitely going to be a boy. Got this?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Understood?
ma'am.
Good. So this is how our body is working. This is how the reproductive cycle is working. So if this is the case, no god, no babas, no jadi booties can change the gender of this baby. Okay, no medicine can do anything once this type of fusion is there. So it's completely natural. It's completely that depends on the mood of the ova, that what type of swarms it chooses. It have both the choices, and it all depends on ova, that what type of sperm is successfully reaching to that ova. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and it all depends on the power of sperm, which power of sperm will decide that it successfully reaches to ova or not. Okay, yeah, so if sperms are weak, they cannot do such things. Got it? So just give me 2 minutes. Okay, so this is how the girl and the boy are being developed, and this is how you were also formed. If you are a boy, this will be the case. If you are a girl, this will be the case. Okay, when you were formed inside your mother's body, this is how the whole situation worked out. So no Ashirwad, no Dawai, nothing will work out once the nature has decided this. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I am telling you this because in Indian society, I think you must, as you are growing up, you must be hearing all these things. Okay, so you will be aware of these situations also. So possibly, I don't know, but the thing is, this is what the, because in India, basically, what people think that going to a temples or some places will give you some. Privilege of having these girls. Yes, just hold on, beta. Okay, fine. So are there any doubts still here, beta?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Fine, good. So I will just tell you that just read till here your textbooks, your reference books is, and whatever books are being provided by my school or something like that. Just go through them. If you have any doubts, if you have any query, you can message me on my personal number also, and or on a group also. That will be good information if somebody is having doubt regarding that same thing. Okay, so till I will go till here only, because after this it will be much heavier if I go further. Got it?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. And fine. Anything else to be discussed?
No, ma'am.
No,
Oh,
ma'am.
okay, fine. So just read your books thoroughly, and so we will be meeting in the next class, and you can ask me whatever queries you will be having. Okay, or in a week,
ma'am.
if you want to ask me, you can ask me that at that time also.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Bye.
Okay, so just have a good day, and we will meet next week then.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Goodbye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.